I want to make a quick video regarding the rest of today's session that happened. Why am I doing? There we go. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to go over the rest of the session of today. I saw something very, very interesting. That has been the kind of weekly occurrence. And that is that the London macro always gets moving. You know what I'm saying? So if we go to last Friday, London session. Okay, that's besides the point. That was a chop city day. London session right here gets going. SMT at this highs most likely take out sell side, move higher eventually. But that was kind of a bad day because we had actual something. So yeah, consolidation. 10 a.m. macro it hits, Delta rally gap go lower. Same for this day, I believe. Yeah, exactly. Like we just get some kind of push off open consolidation, and then this was really late. But that don't even count. Yeah, but just slowly noticing the fact that we are getting expansions towards the end of our sessions, especially when it comes to today's price action, and just recently I've just been noticing London session always wants to get moving into lunch because of liquidity and all that's left behind. So remember, before we were bearish on the day, we wanted to see price head lower, back into this wick inefficiency, back into this fair value gap, all that good stuff. So yeah, we just basically rallied up into nothing this morning. We rallied into some buy side on NASDAQ, and what made me not sure was this right here. One simple thing: regular trading hours. We have no measure of sell side get taken. Or coming into regular trading hours, maybe a tiny bit, like a cut, like 2 points, but straight rally off rip. And that right there is telling me that I need to be bearish to these lows. And then also, if I go right here, remember I'm trying to trade ES down to this flower fair value gap. We get this high right here on NASDAQ with this high. Coming into the 1050 macro, we get an SMT right before we get in there. As soon as we get this SMT, yes, I should be looking at NASDAQ, but remember, I want, and I have reasoning, in order to short ES, I want that double fair value gap, and NASDAQ also wants to fill in its regular trading hours. So we trapped everyone going higher, everyone's going higher, and then once we get that SMT at the high, we get a absolutely devastating right here. So here's our SMT high, I believe, and then we get one high right here. Well, not one high, one fair value gap right there, another fair value gap right there, and then that is our model. And then right there's entry, stop loss above this high, and then go all the way down to that 4-hour fair value gap. So what should I be doing? Waiting till the end of the sessions. And yes, it's good that I took this trade and got break even, but this trade becoming break even basically would allow me to know to wait and be patient until the macro or the market has some measure of time to it. Like right here, we still have this rally up 10-10, this macro swept sell side go higher, and then we finally had that swept sell side went higher, took buy side. And then we had our setup. Oh no, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Don't even look at this. I'm talking right here. Yeah, that 5-minute sweep, and then to the sell side. But we just took that sell side and then ran higher. And then eventually this SMT internally, and then target that 4-hour fair value gap. And you can see how we are, working that right now. But yeah, just a great example of if you get break even on a morning trade, especially if you're biased and you know where the market's gonna want to go for the day. Don't try to chase. There's no point for me to be, still waiting here at 10:09 after I got stopped out in order to look for shorts. Because look right here, if I took the short, I would have got stopped. But luckily it was on paper and there's no need. But yeah, once you get stopped or break even in like that chop, for example, and you know that that 1150 macro is coming, you wait for that macro and then you just wait. And yeah, you just stay patient till then, because this larger time frame holds all this power. Order block, breaker, break below, higher. Like, see, Like I said, 9:15 comes around, 9:30, we just start coming around, wicking, and then we finally get this big old expansion up, and then we start working this 15-minute wick, and then we go lower. So yeah, great job identifying daily bias today, taking buy side, and then finally pushing lower. Due because we were such in a big premium overnight, you know, it was kind of due for us to come back into here. It's just unfortunate I couldn't be able to take a trade into there, just because I wasn't on the charts myself. But yeah, so that's kind of the play. And also, I want to point out how, remember my logic about the short-term highs, like all these things? Instead of playing the logic here, I needed to play this logic over here. So we had that short-term high, this short-term high, or long-term high, sorry, and then another short-term high. So, you know, low time frame high, whatever, intermediate term high, low time frame, and then we go lower based off of that. And then so see, like, you know, this high creates a lower low, this high creates a higher high, lower low. I can now expect this to be not disrespecting, to not be broken above. You know, this high not broken above, and then this one not being broken above, and then that's when that SMT comes in, and then it even more aids to the fact that we're going to the downside. So yeah, that was just something interesting I wanted to go over. And yeah, you know, today we had a reversal day, and that's why it's a little more choppy, and I'm okay. I'm perfectly fine with that. Perfect bias on the day, nicely bearish. You know, wish I caught something, but that's how it is. That's all I gotta say, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace out.